I just dropped my baby off. My baby started seventh grade today, and so they're officially a middle schooler, and I'm getting old. And I was just thinking, and first of all, I need y'all to know that my heart feels so full right now. Like, my heart feels very full because I dropped my baby off at a charter school near our house that specializes in art education. And my baby is an artist, a singer, a performer, but also very academically smart. And so needs a place that can academically challenge them. And it is so wonderful that that kind of thing is available for her, for them on the south side of Chicago, because growing up as a gifted kid in Chicago, Chicago was much more segregated. And I don't mean just the physical of like south side pretty much meant black and Latino and north side pretty much meant, white, but also resources. And so if you were a gifted kid or an artistic kid or you wanted any sort of specialized education, I don't mean special education, but specialized education, you had to go north and you had to basically be around white people. And due to the very segregated nature of the city, that was a culture shock for me, right? Um, not only a culture shock, but being a black kid from a different socioeconomic class than a bunch of the people who I was going to school with pretty much ensured that I would never fit in the same, be accepted the same. And there were very rare exceptions, for example, especially among neurodivergent kids in that area that were, native, I guess, for lack of a better word, to that area, or had resources that their families could get them into those areas, and that I'm still friends with today. But for the most part, it's very isolating. And I did experience a lot of racialized trauma that I did not experience when I was just on the south side around other black people. And so I think that that is a very underrated experience or overrated experience, right? Because we're pretty much taught that that's what we should strive for, right? If you're a special kid in the hood, the goal for you should be to be bigger and better than everybody around you and to go be where the white people are, because the idea is what is around you isn't good enough and never will be. And I never felt that way about the South Side or about other black people or about, I loved my neighborhood. I loved my school. They didn't have all of the resources that they needed to support me, but that wasn't their fault. I can honestly say my teachers on the south side of Chicago when I was a little girl went above and beyond to make sure that I was challenged and that I had individualized education. But they could not do that for every single child. And that's the thing that at the end of the day gets to me sometimes. Is when I think about it, it's like there's this idea that the only black children who deserve a good education, a specialized education that challenges them, are the special kids, right? The exceptional children. But that's not true and that's not fair because every child deserves that. Every single child deserves that. And perhaps if we had more of the idea that every single child deserves that, more of the children in those areas would enjoy school and want to be in school and feel challenged by school and feel supported by school the way that I was supported because I was exceptional. And so for me, as a born and raised South Sider of Chicago who is Pan African, who loves being black, who loves my neighborhood, who loves being a born and bred South Sider, to be able to drop my baby off at a school that will give them everything that they need, that they want to be challenged to grow in the ways that they specifically want to grow, and it being accessible to them on the south side, and it being mostly other black children because Chicago is still very segregated. Um, and for it to be mostly led by black educators. Like, I really would have loved to have had that growing up. And it makes me really, really happy that my baby has that. And so that's what was on my mind today as I was dropping them off. And I just wanted to share that with y'all.